Hello, I'm Jay Skinner, and you are at the Buyers and Sellers Show live every Friday morning at 10:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the United States. This is the time that I start, play a song, have a little bit of fun, and give everybody a chance to get on. Everybody can get on here. This is the day that we're going to talk about get up, get going, get to Charlotte. Jeffrey Gitomer, the king of sales, is going to be with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Here we go. This is the Buyers and Sellers Show. While people are getting on, I play a song, we have some fun, and then we'll take off. And Jeffrey's on his way. In fact, I think he's in the green room. I just hope he doesn't eat all the fruit. Holy cow, I always like to go back there after the show and get some refreshments too. How cool it is. I see people getting on. It's really good. Here we are on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. You know, I can't wait to get on that road again. Oh, yeah. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way and our way. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on that road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. That's you. I can't wait to get on the road again. And we're live. And back there, here we have Mr. Jeffrey Gitomer, King of Sales. How you doing, Jeffrey?
I'm wonderful. Skinner, how are you doing, bud?
I'm doing fantastic.
How many people call you by your first name or your
Pardon
last
me?
How many people call you by your first name or your last name?
Well, it's most people call me by my first name, except for the ones that love me the most call me by my last name.
And for me, I used to go by my short first name, Jeff. And when I get a call at the office, someone will transfer the call and say, it's either someone that doesn't know you or someone you went to high school with.
I hear you. I hear you. And I'm William J. Skinner. When they call me Bill, oh my gosh. So just, you know what? We've got a bunch of people have jumped in here real quick. I just want to take a look at these. There's Eric. Hey, you like that music? I just wanted to catch.
Comments. Oh, wow.
There's Coachman. Hey, thank you for coming.
I'm wearing Doug Wing's shirt.
Yeah. Let's see. Scott Ricard. There you go. Thanks. Look at that. Doug Wing. We'll see if Doug's here. He's been on the show a couple of times too. Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool? Everybody. Oh, there he is. There he is. Hi, Stuart. Thanks for being here. Doug, good morning.
Oh,
Greg.
cool. A lot of people. So let's talk about a couple of things because unfortunately my time is short this morning, just based on it's Friday. It's nuts day. I mean,
I
it
got it.
is nuts.
I get it. Well, that's what we want to do, and what we
People are
talked
talking about
about
my
is
sleep. Can you do?
we're
Well,
going to get up, get out, get on the road again. See you in Charlotte.
Oh wow, cool. We're getting a lot of registrations. There are only a couple hundred seats in the whole hall, so I recommend that you get there as fast as you possibly can and buy a ticket. Not that hard to do. Um, and everyone that will be there will. We're announcing today that three of the speakers are Nikita Koloff, the former Russian Nightmare world champion wrestler, will be there preaching.
I love Nikita.
Steve Rizzo will be there, I think, for the whole event. Wyatt Woodsmall will be there for the whole event.
Okay,
And
Steve Rizzo, wasn't he one of the guys from? He wrote for a famous show, didn't he?
yeah, Rizzo's a writer, but he's also a on-stage comedian. He's unbelievable. Talks about attitude, about your humor being, and has a book called Conversations with Bob.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to just totally love it. He's just a great guy. And
Nice.
he'll be there shooting the breeze. He's New York, takes no bullshit from anybody. It's just fun. And I want it to be the most valuable networking time, not simply the most valuable time. So let me throw this at you guys. The one thing you need to really look at is why should you go to this event? And the answer is it's time for you to go out into the world, get on an airplane and land. It's safe. You're going to be fine. They're going to make you wear a mask. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. If you want my mask, it's Eat, Pray, Breathe out of Canada. They're not real masks. They're close. Eat, Pray, Breathe. I forget whatever the love one was. This is about the mask. See if I think I have one in my pocket. I do. And this is my mask. See it? But when you really look at it, it's this.
You can breathe right through it. That's good.
Exactly. And it's like you're not wearing a mask at all.
And we're not going to be wearing masks. That thing, you can or you can't, whatever you want.
Well, it's starting to loosen up, but it's still stupid.
Yeah. But when people come, it's like.
No, when a 5-year-old's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There we go.
Charlotte, you do not have, you can wear a mask if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Right.
You can talk to people if you want to. You don't have to talk to people if you don't want to. There is a private day on Sunday before the event starts. There'll only be about 10 or 12 people in that event, and that's almost full already. So go for it. There's a dinner, and Nikita will be at the dinner, by the way. I just found that out. And Wyatt will be at the dinner. So maybe Rizzo will be at the dinner. We'll see. I want to try to make it as approachable a time as possible.
Yes. Now, another reason we're looking for post-pandemic information.
You have to have that. People want to know what to do now and what to do next. And I'm going to present a bunch on virtual, a bunch on money, a bunch on sales, but a bunch on how to interact in this new sales world. Because, Jay, it's new. And there's nothing you can do about it. And it's not going to change. It's brand new. People are tentative. It's like going to the beach and it's a little cold out. So you go to the ocean, you put one toe in the water.
Oh, hey, excuse me.
And then you run back.
Holy cow. We've got a surprise guest back at the green room. Okay, let's click on here. Oh, look at that.
Oh, hey, Jen.
Who is that?
Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Jay, I feel like you could do a different layout and we'll all look a little bit skinnier.
Let's see.
There
we are. There you go. Good to see you, Jen. Jeffrey's going through all the reasons that people are supposed to come.
And the great Glenn Bill is here. I love when Glenn Bill shows up. 2 people from Indianapolis on the same show.
Oh my gosh. How did that happen?
I don't know.
Jeffrey, everybody's on fire and in Charlotte for the same reason. Why? That's another reason.
No, I think that all the people who will be attending are going to be people on fire. And your job is to be one of those people. You're going to meet other people just like you that are looking for that next level something. And that's my responsibility to provide it. You're going to meet people you've never met before. My coach will be there. We'll be announcing that in a little bit.
Ooh.
And of course, Jen will be there the whole time. And all kinds of people from all over the planet are going to be there. And I think it's important. Who's watching?
Jen Gitomer. Jen Gitomer.
Is Doug Wing asking who's watching the dogs right now, or who's watching the dogs during the event? Because I was just thinking we'd bring them to the event.
Probably, yeah. I think that's probably the best thing to do.
There's Doug, and look, there's Glenn Bill. He's at the coffee shop. I know that coffee shop. We've had some coffee there.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. We're just like I love the people that I've met through my association with you, Jeffrey and Jen.
I'll tell you, I've met some incredible people, but I've also brought some incredible people there as well.
Yeah, it's great. Joaquim, hey, welcome. You got to be there. You got to be there.
Yeah, come on, Joaquim. You won the Olympics. Now win your life. Okay.
Yeah, that's the website. But you don't have to wear a mask at the event. What you were talking about was like to fly, right?
Yeah, to fly there, you might need a mask. Go to Breathe Play. See, I can count on Mark Manor or Sherry. It may be Sherry in disguise, but the Benners post the information that I'm looking for, and they do it in a minute. That's like their unspoken job. It's phenomenal.
Jeffrey, what is, and I just would love for you to share one of the biggest things you're teaching your private clients right now that you're going to be talking about at the event.
Well, I'm going to be talking about post-pandemic information and time, but I want to make sure that everybody understands that there are specifics on what to do now and what you can expect next, and that's what I'm going to be talking about. I think that and I'm not going to go into detail on it because I'm leaving here in exactly 2 minutes, but I think that there's an ability for everybody to come together and talk about it. Are you a consultant or are you just a salesperson? And what does it take to become a consultative selling person in today's world? Because it ain't what it used to be. What's the difference between finding common ground and building rapport? That's a very, very subtle difference. What's the difference between an aggressive salesperson and an assertive salesperson? And we'll be talking about those kinds of things at this event in a way you've never heard them before.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, thanks,
Jen, what are you going to be doing there?
Oh, well, I'm going to be bringing Magic Sales Woo. So it's going to be it's going to be everything from I'll have just come back from my Sedona trip. So I'll be bringing all the spiritual woo-ness as well as all of the actual sales strategies that I've adapted and adopted over the past year that are really working. Things like how to sell online and how to overcome objections in new ways, how to stop the scroll so you're really getting attention and getting new leads, how to increase your viewership on your live shows and everything that you're doing to cultivate community and relationship, and how to sell high ticket, because I love high ticket sales. I'd rather make one sale of $10,000 than 100 sales of
$100, Jen.
$100.
Yeah.
Jen is the sales in a New York minute breakaway sales babe. Oh my gosh.
Although I'm not a mathematician.
No, I use the calculator for that. So
okay.
God invented the calculator.
Let me mention something very subtle. Jen is also an expert at what goes above the line and what goes below the line when you see a screen. And that is, people don't understand how important that is when you're trying to get the attention of somebody. All right, so that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. I'm going to fly. Jen can stay. Thanks, Skinner, very much.
Thank
Totally
you very
love it.
much for being here. And I understand that you're going to pop in on some more shows between
Oh, yeah.
now
Oh, yeah.
and Charlotte. So we'll see you. And thank you for coming. And Jen, hang on, because I would like to spend some more time with you before this is over.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm so proud to have you here, Jen. This is Jen's first time to the Buyers and Sellers Show. And she's the wife of Jeffrey Gitomer. And I'm so excited. And one of the things that came here in the comments, Jen, that I want to just mention that's personal is I've told you about my niece, Sharon, that today she is going to be 873 consecutive live broadcasts for her personal business. And so we're always proud of her.
Go, Sharon. Go. That is
Yes.
amazing.
Yep. And it's
Wow.
like, that's something else. And so we're always pulling for her. So Doug Wing's telling us 5 years, Little Giant, he sold 150 million ladders without asking for one purchase order. Just imagine how much you'd have sold if you'd asked for an order, Doug. Oh my gosh. Listen to the customer and build what they need. And the price was 3 times the price of my competitors. Seriously, Doug is the ultimate attraction marketing guy and understands how that works. Thank you, Doug. Doug's been on the show a couple times too. Maybe 3 too. One last thing, Sharon. Dang, this sounds like something she needs to be at.
Sharon, you should
Come
be there
on,
because
Sharon.
I would love to meet you.
Oh my gosh, yes, Sharon, come to Charlotte. It'll be great. And look at that. Coachman says his morning Bible study has gone over 500 consecutive shows. And you know, Jen, that your motivation and all this go live business is why I'm here. And this is like, I don't know, it's over a year now of every week. So thank you.
So cool. I love that. Way to go.
Jen, what are we going to talk about? What would be the most valuable thing you think we could talk about this month?
So, you're all doing live shows, and I'm curious what your funnel looks like from your live show. So how are you getting people to see your show, connect with you, feel like they're your best friend and they love you, which you're already doing that part, right? But then how are you getting them from the viewing of the show to your email list? Because that's really where you can begin to cultivate customers. So how are you getting them to your email list, your funnel, whatever happens afterwards in order to make sales? Like I love doing these kinds of activities, and I'm an introvert. And so what I think about whenever I begin to, like, let's say I was starting my podcast, or, beginning to do some sort of series, like a live series, what I would think about is, what's my intention? How do I use this to cultivate more followers? How do I use this to engage with people? How do I use this to get people through the funnel? And I really challenge you guys who are all doing live shows. How are you getting them off of whatever this platform is? No offense, LinkedIn, but off of this platform and into your platform?
Huh. That's a good question. Is there a chance you might talk about some of that in Charlotte?
Yeah, for sure. Yes, I will do that. I will do that for sure.
So what we have, if anybody has any comments or thoughts about that, please put them in here and answers. I know what this has done for me is that it has helped attract people, and these videos, which pile up for me in YouTube and LinkedIn and all these places, and I keep track of them, become like a video. Who am I? And
Yes.
People can go through, catch different topics. And if someone's thinking about working with me or hiring me professionally to do something, I can literally say, well, what are we talking about? This or that, and send them to YouTube and look at this particular show, and you'll see what I think about it and how I approach it and get an idea. And folks can get to know me before they even have to call, which is very nice. Because some folks, believe it or not, some folks just don't like me. That's just not going to work for them.
There's someone out there that doesn't like you, Jen.
Can you believe it?
Possible.
Some people would not want to work with me. And so now they can watch my shows and decide if they want someone like that around. If they do, great, give me a call. If they don't, oh man, we don't even have to have the conversation. So, and Jen, This is great that you're here right now. When it comes to the Charlotte show, we want the people to get and come to the show, and they buy a ticket and come. It's going to be a small group. Are they going to really get to know you and Jeffrey when they come and spend 3 days in Charlotte?
Oh yeah, of course. We're not the type of people who just like speak and then run away. We want to hang. We're there the whole time. We have no other plans. People have actually asked us during that time if we would do their podcast or we would do this or we would do that, and it's like we will do it, but not during that time, because that time is our time to hang out with all of you guys who are flying in for this, the sales event of the year. It is going to be the sales mastery event of the year.
Period.
And I know who all the speakers are. I can't say yet. We've only announced 3 this morning. We announced, did Jeffrey talk about that?
Yeah, today? Nikita Koloff,
yeah, Wyatt Woodsmall, and Steve Rizzo, who called me while we were on this show. Yes. So if you're watching, hey, Steve. But yeah, so just those 3 alone are amazing. And every couple days, we're going to be announcing more of our all-star lineup because it is phenomenal. It's so freaking good.
Now, Steve Rizzo, he's a comedian. I want to go back to him because he's famous. Didn't he write for some big show?
Yeah, I don't know what he wrote for. Yeah. We did put a short bio of his on the page, and it's he's the attitude adjuster.
He's good.
You can't attend one of his live or virtual presentations and leave with the same attitude. He's a personal development expert, comedian, motivational speaker, and best-selling author. He's been inducted into the Speakers Hall of Fame, and he's just an amazing person. Like, he's hysterical and motivating at the same time.
Now, Wyatt Woodsmall, that's very dear and near to my heart because he's one of the fathers of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. And for those salespeople that are out there that learn those sorts of behavioral dynamics and things, those principles of what Dr. Tony Alessandro wrote about back in the 80s is called non-manipulative selling techniques or ways to work with people. It enables you to develop rapport in the fastest way possible with people, communicate well with them. And Wyatt is actually the guy that trained Tony Robbins, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Oh my gosh. I think of him as a sage. I don't know how else to really think of him. To me, he's this wise sage, and everywhere he goes, he's willing to impart his wisdom and share these gems of information that make you think differently and process things in a whole new way. And when it comes to sales, he's going to be talking about the science of idiots and how to deal with the different people that you deal with in a sales conversation, and how to recognize who you're dealing with and then how to deal with them. It's pretty cool.
Exactly. And hey, Tom, Big Tom, good to see you. Tall Tom in Haymarket, Virginia. Love the show. So glad you're here. Thank you. Let's see who else is here. There's Coachman. Oh, yeah, it's their loss if they don't want to work with me. Thank you, Charles. I love you.
That's
too.
Right. That's You're right.
My man. And okay, and you were just thinking, I was also thinking about Pat Hazel, which is another one.
Oh, yeah, I think Pat Hazel wrote for Seinfeld.
That's he was the guy that wrote for Seinfeld. Yeah, and I've seen Rizzo too, so this is good. Live and in color from Trinidad and Tobago. How about that? Randall, good to see you. Mark Benner, Steve Rizzo was the headliner at Rodney Dangerfield's 4 days a week for probably 5 years straight. Oh my gosh. Well, now, we're talking about these other guys, and then we can't forget that you guys know and love Nikita Koloff. How about him? Why would Nikita Koloff, which is a World Wrestling Federation famous guy, and now he's a on-the-road preacher and evangelist. Oh my gosh, how does that fit?
Yeah, so Nikita's actually been a speaker at our mastermind, our high-ticket mastermind, at least once, maybe twice. And everything he has given to our highest-paying clients, they've come back and asked for more because he's really like that awesome. And he has different topics that he talks about that range from money and how to invest and how to save and what to do with your money, and just different themes around that. But then he also has, he spoke to my mastermind too, and he spoke about the different ways that God is always answering, whether or not you hear that answer, and how to proceed with the answer. And it's really cool. Like it just, whether you believe in God or a higher power or something that's in like the universe or source or whatever, his message is really, really awesome.
Yes. And I can't wait to see him. And what, this is a little bit of a surprise. You don't know that, but Jeffrey's going to sneak back in for about a 1-minute message, and then you and I are going to close up. Okay.
Okay.
So hang on, don't go anywhere. And I'm going to bring Jeffrey back in for his message. Everybody stay. And then Jennifer and I will certainly wrap it up. But let's see, where is he? He was back in the green room. Did you see him back there in the green? He left. I told him don't eat all the fruit. But I think he's back there chowing on it. We'll see what happens here. Let's see if I can bring him back in. Where is he? There you go, Jeffrey. I'm moving around here. There he is.
How have you decided to start your year? Are you going to be doing more? Are you going to be doing better? Are you going to be doing it with your best customers, with prospects? What's the game plan? The answer is you probably haven't detailed it yet. I'm inviting you to 3 days in Charlotte. All you have to do is click this link for the details. But this will be a time when you transform yourself. You'll come in with whoever you are, and you'll leave a better person, not just a better salesperson. You'll leave with ideas that you can immediately implement and turn into money. And you'll leave with the inspiration that you need to become the best person you possibly can be for yourself first, so you can be your best person for others second. I'll see you in Charlotte. It's wonderful here. And the time that you'll have during the 3 days that you're here are going to be the times of your life.
Wow. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Jeffrey. Jennifer?
Hello.
Hi there. Mark came in here with something that sounds pretty interesting. Look at this. Nikita Koloff once said, we're going to leave it with this. But I also want you to share if you have a final word for us. But let's see what Nikita Koloff once said. You can live your dreams if you can embrace change. It's by taking chances that you'll learn how to be brave. Remember where you have been and know where you are going. Life is not a race, but a journey to be savored each step of the way. Wow.
That's beautiful.
So in my life, don't make me cry, but God has given me the, I don't know what it is, in the ability to, when I'm impressed with someone or I see something or I read a book, I feel like I can just go call them and talk to them. And over the last years, I would get a book and I would love it. And I would find the author and become friends with them. And that's what happened several years ago with Jeffrey. Little red book of sales, little red book of selling right here. It's like, oh my gosh. So what I did, found Jeffrey Gitomer and Jen. And we've become friends over the last couple of years as a result. And it's been wonderful. And I want to encourage everyone, because what would it be like if you could actually rub elbows with Jeffrey Gitomer personally and Jen Gitomer and these other people in an intimate setting? It's like a dream. And so that's why we want you to go to cgitomer.com, click on this, and be in Charlotte, because seats are truly limited. It's not going to be 3,000 people. That's coming next. But right now, let's do this intimate get together. You're going to love it. It will be great. Jen, do you have anything else to say to our buyers and sellers group before we say goodbye? And I'll play us out.
Do what you love and have fun doing it. And life is too short to do anything else. And I'll see you in Charlotte.
See you in Charlotte. Thanks for coming. I'll put you back in the green room and then talk to you later. Bye now.
Bye.
And I'm going to Charlotte. I hope you are too. Ow! Well, I'm going to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I hope to see you there. They got some crazy little sales guys and talkers and preachers and teachers and people that are world class like you've never seen before. And I'm going to be there too. See you. Thanks for coming. Next Friday, 10:35, the Buyers and Sellers Show. So glad you all came. Bye now.